Nook and crook rhymes for a reason, guys. Serena, defend your man. Defend your man. Hear me out, Lionel. The fact that you tried to kick him off your island forever and he would never leave is funny. You like snooty Animal Crossing characters? The jock ones annoy me, but I have Bam on my I still have Bam on my island, but the jockey ones are just so, they're like, why don't you go work out? It would be so fun. You look like you need a workout. And I'm like, did I ask? I don't know. I did not. You know? They're doing too much. They're doing too much. Latinos. Mi gente Latino. I like Snooty from Animal Crossing. Yeah. Love and business are two separate things. Stan, you're funny. Not even a discount. There's so much hate on my husband, Tom Nook. Oh my god. W, hear me out, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Tom Nook is the antithesis of a hear me out. He's like the older man that slides in your DMs and be like, hey, beautiful. Chicken McTendy, that is so descriptive. And I'm getting flashbacks. You're so right. But I feel like Tom Nook, he had to adopt his nephews, you know? He's a single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves his kids and never stops, you know? But I think that if you do marry him, I think he should give you a discount or something. You know what I mean? At least something. Something. You're legit the first person who I've ever seen they say they love Tom Nook. I was so shocked. Back to human pies, guys. Who said that? I mean pies. I meant pies. I meant pies. Who said that? I don't know what a hear me out is. Would anyone like to explain to Justin what a hear me out is? Like to help explain it? I'm gonna take a bite into my little sandwich, but it's like falling apart. Oh no. My avocado. An avocado. Here you go. My sandwich is falling apart. Sorry. I had to sanitize my hands. The Kuratsu, oh my god, she's my hear me out. Oh my god. A hear me out is guessing ridiculous fictional crushes you might have. Yeah, so you know how like people when they were younger, they had a crush on like the fish girl from Shark Tale. You know? So you're on the nose. You're definitely on the nose. With that for sure. Yeah, non-conventional characters you like, especially like monsters, bosses and whatnot, because I've seen a couple. Okay, shout out to millennials. Love y'all to death. Thank you for BuzzFeed, you know, thank you for your humor. But I did see a couple millennials try to like, because I first did a hear me out cake on my stream and no one like, I came up with the idea when I was like 3 a.m. like on some ish, but and then a couple folks started doing it on the stream and they were millennial and they kept putting normal people on there. But I do want to tell y'all, it's supposed to be people that don't really make sense. Like, we don't put givens on there. We don't put givens, you know? Like, why would a human be there? Why would a human be there, you know? Is that a corpse in the basement? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've, like, don't do that. You know what I mean, Stanley? I don't know. What do you mean, my unethical means of production? I've never read The Jungle by Sinclair in my life. I never read that book. Not yet. Exactly, Justin. The Harbinger from Halo Infinite would come to mind. The Harbinger from Halo Infinite. I need to Google this. Is there any divinity, like, sort of characters, monsters that would be in there? Hear me out, okay? Okay, that is a really good hear me out. They're like kind of like a cyborg monster alien type. Okay, I'm hearing you. You are heard. You've been hertzed. And you get extra points because they're not human. And when they say you like them, it means you want to do the turn. Jerens, we don't go that far. Yeah, no, maybe not that far, but Chocho knows. What does Chocho know? A hear me out should not be easily imaginable to be with. Exactly. It should not be easily imaginable. Exactly. That's the perfect way to put it. There you go, guys. But shout out to my millennials in chat. Love y'all. I owe the world to y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. You're a millennial. Yes, yes. I didn't care about the books I had to read in school, but they were way more interesting now. Dude, rereading like books you had to read in school, The Jungle being one of them, was just crazy. Of Mice and Men, rereading Of Mice and Men. The required books in school were definitely a good batch. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're gonna make a couple more pies before we start the day. We're gonna get the shop started up here. Oopsies, sorry. I'm gonna... please let me know if the title is not changed, or the game category. I'm gonna make my face ever so slightly huge for today's stream. I've been heard for the Harbinger. The Harbinger of Death. Somebody said Cookie. Yeah, somebody said Cookie Monster. Would Xenomorph from Alien qualify as a hear me out, or is it too human-like? I don't know. I don't know that character. What do you guys think? It would be considered? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I trust y'all. Not Yaz putting you on a pedestal. You're on the pedestal. Of Mice and Men is so good. Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye was just a lot. Even at that age, reading that. That was... Sheesh. If you guys read Catcher in the Rye... Oh my god. Please do not read that if you're not in a really good mental state, I would say. Because even reading that as a teen was like crazy. That was some crazy-ish. Let's see. Gen Alpha like me. You're not a Gen Alpha. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. None of y'all are Gen Alpha in here. You stop messing with me right now. There's nothing Torn hates more than praise. I have mixed feelings towards it. Torn, you need to appreciate praise. You and Lady are like that. No, I'm not throwing y'all under. I'm not, you know, exposing y'all. I'm just saying. Okay? You need to accept love and praise. Okay? You both are just like, no, I'll take the bill. No, I'll take the bill. And then you're just like sitting there like, give me the bill. Yeah, give me the bill. And then or we'll leave. Yeah, just give me the bill and we'll leave. That's it. Like, you guys are too kind. It's a kind battle. You know? Like it's not even, you guys are too nice. Like it's just, nah, I'm Gen Z, I think. Bella, you are not Gen Alpha. Get out of here. You're too silly. Praise does not make me excited at all. Yeah, it's hard to like have that praise. It's definitely like an imposter syndrome type of thing. But I do want to let y'all know that like there's people out there who are super, super insecure and they let that on other people. And they hate like being praised and stuff like that. Not saying that's what we are. I'm just saying that like there's some people out there that just like are really cruel. So because we are good people, we need to take that in, take that to heart and be like, yeah, let's spread love and kindness. Thank you for showing your appreciation. You know, we're not going to be like, no, don't show appreciation. Like, no, we should appreciate appreciation. Okay, guys? I'm going to tell you right now, we gotta make people appreciate each other more, you know? Especially in a society right now where lots of people are just like not appreciative of like the hard work that immigrants do or women do or, you know, the working class do. Like we gotta appreciate one another. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Take the appreciation. Take it. All right, we have new mail, guys. My dearest Rhodes, here we are with the second target. The hand of fate has fallen on my old friend Gilbert. The game is kind of loud. I need to put it down. Weston, the only person who loves eating as much as I do. The other night, I hosted him at my house, and I talked to him about your shop. I told him of the excellent food of yours and of Percival's smartly tailored suits. He seemed curious right away and told me he would certainly be paying you a visit. I truly love this man. He is the brother I never thought I had. Eating him will be my sincerest gesture of friendship and appreciation. In that moment, we will become one. J. P.S. I hope the time this processes will be quicker. All this waiting is unnerving me. He's gonna eat his bestie? There's no way. Okay, so we have $25. I think I'm gonna save. Guy. His best. Yeah, he's gonna eat his bestie for sure. I'm a Gen Z who's raised by boomers. Yeah, me too, Justin, for sure. Aren't Gen Alphas born 2012? Gen Alpha is 2011, 2010 to like now-ish, I guess. 2015, 2016-ish. My niece is Gen Alpha, but she's also Gen Z, so she's the youngest ever, like Gen Z ever. But I would categorize her as like, I asked her, I was like, do you feel Gen Z or Gen Alpha? And she's just like, I relate to both. But I feel like these days she's much more Gen Alpha. So, I don't know. My sister's a millennial. You know, you could be both. Generation names are so honky. They're so honky. Right? Yes, they're so honky. They're going to become one. They're going to become one. I'm scared. What must we do? Oh! Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. W raid! Thank you so much for the raid. Here, I'm gonna pause here for a second. Welcome in, Premier Avenue. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Everyone, please go check out Premier Avenue playing Marvel Spider-Man 2. Welcome in, Premier. How'd you find us? How are ya? How you doing? Happy Monday. Nice to see you. Let me give you back a follow. Welcome in. Hi everyone, my name is 9Divine9. I'm a singer-musician, and when I'm not singing on stream, I'm playing Final Fantasy games and horror games. And today we're playing Ravenous Devils. We are continuing our playthrough, and we are like a Sweeney Todd couple, and we make some pies in London. Where is the meat source of our pies? You'll find out if you keep watching. You'll find out. But welcome in, Premiere. Welcome in, and tagging on. Did I say that right? And tag. Thank you. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, Christ. Welcome in. I came across your page on some Final Fantasy VII YouTube short. Which one did you watch? Premiere Avenue. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm surprised you found me through my shorts. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Sephiroth. Dun, 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 dun. Anton? Okay, Antag. Can I say Antag? Is that okay? I hope that's okay. But yeah, everyone, my name is 9Divine9. Welcome in. Feel free to call me Divine or Nine or Koopa or whatever. We love Moogles here. So, we have Moogle emotes. We have Moogle alerts. Like, we have everything Moogle imaginable and lots of Final Fantasy coded stuff. So, welcome on in. You're more than welcome here. 7 is your favorite of all time? Hell yeah. Well, welcome in. Is 7 your like ultimate favorite Final Fantasy? The short about Zack. Oh, welcome in. Welcome in, Aljan. Premiere raid. Yay! Thank you so much for the raid. It's so lovely to meet more Final Fantasy fans, I would say. But yeah, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. My favorite Final Fantasy is the 13 trilogy. 13, 1, 2, and 3. My favorite Final Fantasy characters are Lightning, you know, Tifa and whatnot, Yuffie, and Yuna, and Titus, and Zack, and all that jazz. So I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I haven't played the pixelated ones, but everything else I've mostly played. So, yeah. First Final Fantasy ever, still your favorite. I love that. Final Fantasy VII is so relevant right now, especially with all the political stuff that's going on. I feel like Final Fantasy games are always talking about really, really cool issues that I think are really admirable to talk about, you know? So I think it's cool. But thank you for coming in through my YouTube shorts. I appreciate it. I can't believe I got a raid from that. So that inspires me to keep posting. Thank you so much. But if you need to raid around, take care of yourself, please go do so. I will be streaming for a long time for the rest of the night. So if you want to chill, get some dinner, take a shower, I will be here. And we are going to dive into the Final Fantasy after this. I just want to play some horror games first. I love horror games. We're going to dive into some Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core or Final Fantasy VII. So I'm going to have chat vote. So if you're here, you get to vote on what I get to play. So we'll see. We'll see. Yes, please go get some food and to Raiders as well. If you need to go pee, feel free to go pee. I will be here for a while. Yeah. We get part 3. I hope we get part 3 news. Oh my god, I'm so excited. If Tifa and Cloud do not, you know, I'm going to riot. Who said that? Keeps murdering and making people pie. I don't know about that. The first time I played 7, my pure bad luck with random encounters. I didn't even meet her until Wu Tai, so I missed a ton of to do with her. But then she's suddenly there and I was like, who is this? I didn't say that, Premiere. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Random encounters. Oh, I love Yuffie. She's my favorite. I definitely feel like the remakes have fleshed out Barrett, Tifa, and Yuffie as they should be. But I'm really, really excited for part 3 where Tifa gets to be party leader. I love you, Cloud, but you're benched. I want to play Tifa. Tifa party leader. I'm ready. I'm seated for this. I love her so much. Devi Raid. Let me catch up with chat and then we can play again. There are as many versions of us as there are people who know us. When someone gives us a compliment, I can't accept it. It helps to just know that they're complimenting a version of me they see, but one I'm not terribly familiar with. That makes sense, Sen, for sure. I do feel like that is a really good point. I appreciate you sharing that. And I appreciate that. I do. I like that. I would say that it also has to do with imposter syndrome of like, do I deserve goodness? And I feel like good people go through that a lot. And that was something I had to work through in therapy when I got into university. And a lot of students of color would go through this imposter syndrome. But I think now that I've worked through that and I've worked through that imposter syndrome-ness, I've come to a point where I'm just like, I will take the praise, but I know who I am and I know my worth. You know, we can't let other people define our worth. We can't let institutions define our worth. We can't let the government define our worth. Or people that we know define our worth. So it definitely has to do with a lot of internal stuff of knowing your worth. And I'm not saying that like that's what you need to, what we're all dealing with, of course. I'm just saying me personally having to go through like an ego death and then like imposter syndrome of being like, I know my worth. I'm not gonna let others define me either, you know? So that's a really good point to make, you know? And we all see ourselves differently, which is a good point, you know? I feel like maybe I don't like it because I feel gaslit or people be putting me on a higher than I see myself. I went back and watch a VODs and I'm like, dog, I'm not that cool. Oh, well, you are cool, Torn. But I do understand when people praise too much. It's just like, I get that. I feel that too on many levels. But it's also like, I feel like for me last year and like what I went through, I had to like go through multiple ego deaths of just like, why did I put myself through that shitty situation, you know? And more so of like being mad at the people that treated me that way. And of course, I'm always gonna be angry and mad at the people who took advantage of me. But I think more so I'm upset at myself after the ego deaths of being like, why did I let myself be mistreated? You know? And you get upset with yourself and then you sort of learn from that and you're like, I'm going to learn from this, grow from this, and be like, I'm no longer going to be mistreated. I'm no longer going to let people overwrite my boundaries. I'm going to learn from this, you know, yada yada. So I think multiple ego deaths for me on my part, and then imposter syndrome and all that for sure. Welcome in, Kua. Thank you so much for coming in through the raid. Sorry, we like dive into serious stuff sometimes, but I don't mind at all. But we're going to make a couple of pies here and then dive into some Final Fantasy games later on. So welcome in, Kua. I hope you like Final Fantasy. Hope you like horror. We talk about lots of cool stuff here, so I hope you're okay with that. Hope you're okay with that. Okay, let's fix the camera for a second here. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize how crappy I worded that. No, you're good. I think I ran through it. I think I ran through it pretty quickly. I'm so sorry, Torn. Thanks for joining the raid. Yes, thank you for joining the raid. You guys are awesome. But yeah, we were talking about that earlier on Marissa's stream, how like it sucks because like bad people in the world, like billionaires and then really shitty people, always seem to get like the better hand in life because they manipulate people and get what they want. And then good people, like, we struggle a lot, but I think accepting goodness is a good way to not get burnt out either. At least that's what I've learned, because I had really bad imposter syndrome in university, and I thought, did everyone go through this like weird imposter syndrome? And I was talking to other students of color and they're like, yeah, like I have really bad imposter syndrome. So it's like, do I even deserve to be here right now? Do I deserve people to praise and be like, you're so smart, you know? But it's like, yeah, like I deserve to be here, you know? Getting food, yeah, get some food. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Welcome. I get that feeling too. And it comes from fear of letting people down. Like, if people think I'm so cool and compliment me, I'm like, oh no, now I gotta keep an image up or I'll disappoint. Yeah, I definitely get that too. But also, real friends will take accountability, but also call you out and be accepting and be open to mistakes and whatnot. You know? So if something happened and, you know, they didn't take accountability or accountability wasn't there. The worst that can happen, and I know this is sad to say, is that like you're not friends anymore. But I think I've come to a point where I'm like, okay, like good riddance maybe, because you shouldn't have friends that expect I'm not killing people enough anymore today because I'm yapping. You shouldn't be surrounded by people that want constantly the best from you. You should be surrounded by people that want the best for you. And that is something I really had to learn last year, you know? Can't let them know I'm a nerd gamer. Hey, if your friends don't like your nerdiness, they're not your real friends. Since you are a millennial, you kind of exist at the same time as peak me, Shawn Mendes, and Jealous. Who's a millennial? Am I a millennial? I'm a millennial. Maybe. Maybe I'm secretly millennial, yeah, guys. Oh, good lord. Stay calm, beast. Hi, I'm sorry, but we're closed. I'll be opening up soon. I need to finish cooking. Oh, my dear, I'm sorry. I'm Mr. Gilbert Weston. I was told that you are a skillful cook. Maybe my request will shock you. I would like to cook the beast in this cage. My dog's birthday is approaching and I would like to feed him this little hell beast. Ah, so you are Mr. Gilbert. It's a pleasure to meet you. You can call me Hildred. Do we know each other, Miss Hildred? Oh, no. I've just heard your name from some of my customers. Anyway, what kind of animal is in that cage? Please take a look. It's a cat. I bought it to catch the rats in my warehouse, but it just sleeps and eats. A complete waste of money. A cat? Mr. Gilbert, I must say, your cat seems to be sick. Yes, it's definitely sick. This poor animal will die soon. You shouldn't feed it to your dog. He'll get sick too. Oh, for goodness sake. Good thing you told me this, Hildred. If you want, I can take care of him. So he won't be a bother to you anymore. That would be great. Thank you very much. You will be doing me a huge favor. And remember to make that beast suffer. Goodbye, Mr. Gilbert. Whoa. Oh my god. Are you British or Aussie? Both. Both. Come on, guys. You should know this. This cat is lovely. Percival and I used to have many in our house. I'm all ethnicities. Yeah, exactly. I'm both. Exactly. I miss having one. Someone will surely suffer, Mr. Gilbert. And it will happen. Got tired of just being used by ex-friends. I used to rant to them about you said, no, literally, Bella. Literally. Just finished a game. Gonna take lunch too. Yay! Yippee yippee. Ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd gamer for sure. Thank you for lurking, Premiere. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a feeling different tonight. Honestly though, I just cannot handle compliments. I cannot handle written words, but if it's spoken me, you're funny, Bella. He was my WWE crush. Oh! Marissa! Go to town for him is crazy. I realized over the years I'd rather be alone than have shitty friends. Sometimes that's true, you know? Welcome in, Marissa. Hi, guys. I'm sorry there are ads going on. Back-to-back raid. Thank you for coming in. Welcome in. Everyone, please go check out Marissa streaming DBD. How is DBD? How is DBD? Yeah. How are you? Welcome in. And tag. You don't like my British and Aussie accent? I think I'm doing pretty well. You know, I'm doing pretty well. Gilbert, I know Gilbert the cat. Divine Preach. I don't always I don't know. Sometimes I say stuff on stream and I'm like, why did I say that? But it's what I felt in the moment, guys. It's what I felt in the moment. I was totally not here already. Hi, lady. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. My name's 9 by 9. We're going to play some games with Marissa on Friday. So please make sure you're here for Friday the 13th. We're going to have a party. So make sure you're in the Discord if you do want to join in on that. Have an RSVP and all that. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. He's not for me, girl. I'm sorry. Bella, be nice to the mods. Be nice to the mods. But yeah, we're gonna have some gamies. Gamies on Friday. Are you guys back from the ads now? Are you guys back from the ads? Guys, are you back from the ads? Hello? 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 No more agile. Welcome in. Marissa, we were just talking about what you talked about earlier on stream. How, like, I was saying my mods, Chorn and Lady, don't like receiving compliments. And I'm just like, I like to compliment them, you know? Like, good job, mods. You're doing great. You're doing great. And I feel like, right, Marissa? They should accept our compliments sometimes. Just sometimes. A little bit. Back from agile. Welcome back. Yeah, good job, Chorn. Good job, lady. Good job, mods. Yeah. Good job, merds. Exactly. Take our praise. I do nothing. And you ban people. It's pretty cool. Oh boy, he was terrified. You are free now, Kitty. No one will hurt you. Who knows? Maybe if I get comfortable couch, you'll come back and stay with me. You start lurking, Bella. Go to bed, girl. Ban! Good job, everyone, of course. No, but I was just saying how, like, I wasn't good at accepting compliments either before. Because I had, like, really bad imposter syndrome in university. But I think I had to, like, go through a couple ego deaths of, like, you know? I think I'm fine. I'm okay. I didn't kill enough people yesterday because I was yapping. We were low on meat, guys. You're gonna try to sleep. Good night, Bella. Good night, Bella. Please sleep earlier these days. When did I do that? You give us good morale. Exactly, good morale. Oh my god, pet Moogle emoji. I love. Yesterday got serious towards yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was. I didn't stream yesterday. Saturday. The comeback party. Yeah, I was talking a lot. I was yapping. The day before. Good night, guys. I put you on my TV so I could sleep out. Aw, good night, Bella. Adore you. You take care, love. Oh, I didn't upgrade anything today. Dang it. From now. You silly girl. But no, I feel like I'm definitely like that too sometimes, where I'm just like, do I deserve such praise? I do not. But I do want to say, I don't know if Marissa, if you fell asleep already, but when I pop in your streams and you're like, hi, Divine, love you. I think after everything that just happened to me, I, like, not to, like, scare y'all or anything, but, like, I just started crying. And I was just like, it's nice to have someone who is a friend be like, I love you. And I was just like, you know, I haven't heard that from a good person in a hot minute. And I started crying. So I just want to say, I appreciate you, Marissa. Thank you so much for the raid. Adore you, love you. Love you. Sometimes it's those little things that, like, get to me and I'm like, why am I crying? And I just let it out and I'm like, we're good. We're good. Hi, Carhide. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How are you doing? We love friend love. We love friend love. Right? Very nice. Yeah, I just started like tearing up and I was like, why am I tearing up? Okay, so we need to clean up here. I didn't upgrade yesterday because I was yapping again. Welcome in, Carhide. Hi. Monsieur, mon ami. Mon ami. Are any of you guys British or Australian? Is that why you didn't like my accent? Did you take offense to it? I'm sorry if you took offense to it. I'm not British, so. But it's okay. When British people or Australian people do an American accent, it's always a Californian accent. Isn't that funny? It's always a California. It's always like the Kardashians. It doesn't sound Australian. Yeah, I don't think I was trying to do Australian. I was like, at least I think I did British. There's a Cockney accent in it. There's a Wales accent. There's the Royal British accent like this. The Royal British accent where they're very nasally. It doesn't sound Australian. I feel like Australians are like, good day, mate. You know? Like, good day. Doesn't sound Australian. Thank you, Yaz. Thank you, Yaz. To have Yaz, you know, help me feel better. W, Yaz. No, we're not British. Curious. You're Filipino. Oh, hello, Philippines. Hello, hello. W, tell your friends you love. Of course. I love that. I love that. We need to get some vegetables up in here because our recipes are kind of bland. Does it sound like it was ordered by Peaky Blinders? Peaky Blinders, yeah. Yeah. Well, hello, Philippines. How's it going over there? Is it hot? Is it cold? What's good? What's good?
As fast as I can.
Oh, I don't think we have any more customers left. Yeah, we don't. Okay, so we made 70 euros today. And hopefully we can upgrade something. But, oh god, 2 customers back to back. Okay. Okay, we got an influx of customers to the last second before we closed. Of course, that always happens. It's like, we're closing. Psych, you have 10 customers to serve. She might be the last kill of the day. Okay, okay. There we go. Okay, so we have 75 euros. I don't want to get a table yet because that means I have to make the orders for the tables. So I'm kind of... I think I'm going to get another mannequin. And then we have 40 to spare. I'm going to get decorations for patients. And then we're probably going to get... I think let's save up for tomatoes so we can add tomatoes to the... add some tomatoes to the recipes, you know? Yo, this game is crazy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got some people there? That's awesome, Yaz. It's cold until April. Nice. It's winter here still, yeah. I saw someone casually stab someone to death with a cute music and you're like, yeah, she just killed someone for the day. And we're like, now we're saving up for tomatoes. This is my kind of game, y'all. It's so cozy, isn't it? Look at that. It's great. You guys don't like cozy games? Are you guys not cozy fanatics? This game is cozy, right guys? So it's so cozy, guys. It's baking time. Divine, I came across a game that's coming out, looks pretty inspired by Madness Returns. I'll send it in the Discord. Oh, nice. Nice. W Chorn. Sweet. This is basically Sweeney Todd. Yes. It basically is. Okay, I'm gonna open shop now. And then we're going to make some more sausage meat. So we're gonna put the guy in here. We have like 2 bodies left, I think. But I do think we should save for some tomatoes. So we only have 14 euros now. I think tomatoes were like 60 euros. So we should be able to get to that soon. Love the Moogle. Thank you, Carhide. We're huge Final Fantasy fans here. Yeah, but if you have a favorite Final Fantasy, feel free to rant about it or you know, show your enthusiasm in chat. We love Final Fantasy here. We love every Final Fantasy. No wrong Final Fantasies here. No such thing. You know, no such thing. We do not shame others for their enthusiastic gaming interests. My hands need to be free before doing that. Well, girl, put it down. No one's gonna harm you. Not while I'm around. Oh, wait. I'm singing that so wrong. Why am I singing Sweeney Todd like an Ariana Grande song? Don't ask. Don't ask. I have Ariana Grande stuck in my head, that's why. The girl in the bubble, the bright shiny bubble. What about a mod where the victims are all Muppets? Divine saying nice in Japanese. I should get food. Get food. How do I say nice in Japanese? Did I say it wrong? Nice? Oh, nice. The Korean K-dramas. Nice. Nice. I like how you guys are all spamming chat. Nice. Final Fantasy VI has six, not sick. Oh my god, has my girl Celeste. Amazing story. It has good goddamn opera. It has an amazing thing I can't talk about because it's spoilers. It has a whole cast as a main character. Rather, I do want to play 6. I really do. Oh gosh, I have to put the mannequin stuff back. I really do. I am kind of scared of Kefka. I will put that out there. I have a fear of clowns. So that's a reason why I haven't played 6, but I have encountered Kefka when I played Dissidia as a little girl. So you know what? Maybe if I close my eyes, maybe if there's a mod, I don't know. We'll see. But I do need to finish Final Fantasy Tactics. I need to finish Tactics and see where I want to go from there. For sure. For sure. Nini, hi Viper, how are you? 6 rules. I trust you, yes, I really do. I'm sorry, mon ami, you have a karaoke stream challenger now. I have a karaoke stream challenger. Who's the challenger? Who's the challenger? Kefka is a little 16-bit dude, you'll be okay. Okay, he's a bit dude? Okay, I can do bit dudes. I could do little bit images. He scared me so much when I would play Dissidia. My golly wally. He would freak me the F out, man. Girl in the bubble, the bright shiny bubble. Na, 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 na. I fall asleep crying, you turn up the TV. I didn't sing today, guys. My voice is so tired from singing for 9 hours. I didn't sing for 9 hours, streaming for 9 hours on Saturday. Alright guys, we have new mail. You ready? As you may already have noticed, I choose my victims meticulously, paying close attention to their lifestyles. The meat must be of highest quality. So, it would never have crossed my mind to eat at your place. Everyone in town seems to be satisfied with so little. I am sure Hildred must be an expert with seasoning and toppings. See you soon, Jay. God, he keeps sending us mail. Alright, we only have 38 euros. We need to save up for one more day to get those freaking tomatoes, man. So we gotta work hard. Are you scared of jesters? No, because I like Alice in Wonderland. Jesters are okay as long as they don't have like clown makeup on. Like, I like Alice in Wonderland. Like, I feel like... I don't know if you guys have ever read Heartless, but it was like this really popular YA novel. Based off like Alice in Wonderland. And like, spoiler, like, her love interest is like the jester. And it was like really cute. So I think jesters I can handle. But like full on clown makeup really scares me. Like, I can't do it. You've been working? Nice. Nice. Are you gonna eat dinner, Viper? We need a nightmare version. No, I hate clowns. Have you been keeping up with all the stuff of Nancy Guthrie? No, I haven't read anything of the news today. I read it at like after stream, but I don't know. Let me see. Let me Google it. $5 million by 5 p.m. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't really know who she is. I'm sorry. I'm not Christian. So I don't really follow up with like Christian news or anything, so I apologize. But maybe I'll come across it soon. But I'm sorry to her and her family. That sounds devastating. You and car hide, but no challenges, just fun time. Nightmare version. I can't do clowns. I can't do it. I can't do it. I ate earlier. I went to Japanese market. You went to Japanese market? Oh, what did you get? That's cool. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in the news, Viper. Like, I'm trying to keep up with the files and whatnot, so lots of stuff that I try to keep up with, you know. She's the mom of the Today Show anchor. Oh, that's so sad. Worth looking into? Yeah, maybe I'll come across it. Thank you for letting me know. If I come across it, you know, maybe I'll like talk about it. Human chicharrones. That's scary. Human chicharrones. 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 Thank you, Chorn. I appreciate it. Chicharron. I'm Latina. So I speak Spanish. Yeah. I speak Spanish. Hence, I don't know if you can see my tags. I'm not sure if you're on mobile, but my tags on the bottom show that I speak Spanish. So does the title. I also speak Vietnamese and English. No. Yeah, I'm also Asian as well.
There's blood everywhere.
W yes. Okay, so we're at 48 euros now. Hopefully we'll get to 60 soon. You got bento boxes, dynamite chicken salad. What's a dynamite chicken salad? That sounds great. Yuzu tart, spicy cottage, pork tenderloin. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds great. I really want a coffee. I just really want a coffee just to have a coffee, but I didn't go to the grocery store to get a freaking creamer. Should I go get some coffee somewhere? No, no, no. It's almost 9 p.m. I shouldn't. Guys. Garage. That's cool, that's cool. Garage. Oh, Hildra needs to get rid of some bodies. Oh. There we go. The girl in the bubble, the bright shine. Hi, Winters, welcome in. What game is this? This is called Ravenous Devils, and if you've ever seen the musical Sweeney Todd, this game is basically like that. My husband and I, sorry, that sounds terrible. I would never marry a man. That was out of pocket. I'm sorry. If you're new here, I make out of pocket comments. I'm sorry. She is married to her husband, and he runs like a tailor shop on the top, like he's like a seamstress, and she runs a bakery down below, and they have unethical means of getting the meat produced. And every time someone goes in, you know, to get their clothes done, they never come out. But suspiciously, the bakery downstairs always has a product of has a flux. Afflux? What's the word? Influx? Afflux? Of meat. So, you know, put the pieces together, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. But welcome in, Winters. How'd you find us? Let's go coffee. I don't have creamer, Jorn. I didn't go to the store. I never marry a man. I get you on that. Thank you, Viper. Appreciate that. Dynamite chicken salad with spicy chicken. Oh my god, that sounds great. Spicy chicken sounds amazing. I'm jealous. Oh no, the stands don't have any food. Oh no, oh no. We need to get on that. Everything is happening so fast. Oh, the day's over. Okay. Slay. Kupo Kupo, thank you for the follow. I would never marry, most likely real. Marriage is an archaic boomer tradition. Tell him. Tell him yes. As a straight man, I totally get it. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Thank you for the follow, Winters. How'd you find us? I'm sorry, if I'm too out of pocket, you know. I like cozy games and horror games, so this is why we're here. I was about to say something very out of pocket. I was about to say I like making human pies, and that's not what I wanted to say. Do not quote me on that. Maybe you can quote me on that. But, you know, sometimes when you're playing horror games, you say the most outlandish stuff. Quote ad. You can quote ad. That'd be funny. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we have $70 now, so we can add tomatoes. So we're gonna do that after, and I feel like that helps progress the story, because then it opens up the apothecary on top, and then we have a greenhouse on top here that you can see that we unlock with the tomato. So I want to do that after I do that. Guys, is the word afflux? Is it afflux or influx? Can someone correct me? I want to make sure I'm saying the word right, because I read too many books as a kid, and I always say the word wrong because I never listened to how people said it. And I grew up saying metacore instead of mediocre. Influx. I have an influx of bodies. It's influx? I'm blanking out, guys. An affluence. Affluence? It's an affluence of bodies. Influx? Okay. Influx. What a weird word. Influx. Bum 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 bum. I also wanted to say I have an affluence. An affluence. Affluence is the same word. No, same meaning, sorry. Right? Affluence is having a lot of money or wealth. Yeah, you're right. Affluence in a sentence. Guys, we're learning English. We see the affluence of Western world in these Western real cities. Sign of growing affluence. Area with proper prosperity and affluence. Yeah, so the rich would be affluence. That's why you have that term affluenza, which happened when a kid ran over someone on his sports car, and the lawyer was like, "Oh, he just has a case of affluenza." And they tried to plead that in the court of law. Fun fact, did you know? I grew up pronouncing the H in annihilation because I never heard it said out loud. That is so me, yes. I would always say mediocre instead of mediocre. I would say like medicore, something like that. And people would be like, "What the fuck are you saying?" And I'd be like, "I've only read it in books. I don't know." Medicore, yeah. I would say it very annihilation. Okay, guys, tomatoes. We got tomatoes. Slay. He has an American accent, sorry. Here I am, ready to satisfy my wife's requests again. Hildred needs tomatoes for some of the new recipes she has in mind. I can make some room in the attic greenhouse for some tomato plants. There's lots of sunlight up there. I've already prepared something. But I need to finish setting it up completely. Let's take a look. What a lovely couple. Aren't they cute, Serena? In love, murder, and death. This place stinks of carry-on. But it's looking good at least. What's carry-on? 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 Carrion. The decaying flesh of dead animals. Well, you're killing people, duh. Hop into a quick meeting. Thank you for being here. And tag. It's nice to meet ya. Yeah, do your thing. Carry on is luggage. But it's looking good at least. Serena, are you streaming soon? Money really can buy you anything in this world. It would be the perfect place to grow tasty vegetables. I can plant tomato seeds in this topsoil container. Look how cold my tea has gotten that my Cheshire cat has disappeared. You guys remember in the beginning of stream you could see the cat? It's a disappearing thingy. It's a disappearing cup. You're streaming tomorrow? Slay! Tomorrow's Tuesday, isn't it? I know you messaged me. I did want to get back to you. But I can stream anytime except Thursdays. Because I stuff my appointments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, I'm kind of free. Yeah, it's Lotso. That's why I have my little alien here. Slumber. I would love to slumber. Your Honor, my client has never had to take responsibility for anything in their life, and as a result, he's uniquely unable to deal with taking responsibility. It'd be cruel not to let him go. That guy's a lawyer, probably. Sen, I love it. Thank you for lurking. I can plant tomato seeds in this topsoil container, but first I need to put some fertilizer in the topsoil. I bought some fertilizer from a dealer at a ridiculous price. How can shit cost this much? I placed it in the bucket near that broken bathtub. But I'm not spending another penny on it. I'll make some myself next time. I already have a brilliant idea. I'm gonna use a corpse. The bathtub will be my composter. Remember, man, that thou art dust, and to dust thou shalt return. Yeah, dust. Shit in this case. Let's use some fertilizer. Hildred hates waiting. He knows his wife best. Let's put the fertilizer on the tomato garden. Not him citing Bible verses. Take that, you stupid plant, and hurry up and grow. I shall replenish Hildred's ingredients now. My work is getting stressful. Oh, I almost forgot. I have an appointment. This could be the right time to try out my idea. I'll come back later to check how things are progressing here. Why he be smirking like that? That's why I'm talking in a smirk. He's like, this is a great opportunity for you, my dear client. Take comfort in that. I'll make this quick. Your flesh will do great things. Some meat will be sacrificed, but if Hildred wants ingredients, this is a compromise where we need to make. Let's grab the corpse and put it in the composter. It's so cute, and yeah, I'm good most days except for like 8-10 p.m. my time because of work. Okay. I'm PST. I think maybe you're an hour, 2 hours ahead of me. It's not almost 9 for me. Yeah, we can figure out a date and time. That'd be cool. Animal Crossing day. We're just speaking Animal Crossing. Hildred can take them from the kitchen. What a sweet man. Let's take them.
As fast as I can.
Slumber Island, let's go. Hi, welcome into the. Hi, how you doing? What are we playing? We are playing a game that's kind of like Sweeney Todd. Have you ever seen Sweeney Todd before? Okay, so we have some recipes now with tomato. So we can make some lasagna, we can make meatballs, and we can make skewers as well. Okay, slay. Okay, we're gonna do one more day and then start switching to some Final Fantasy. The movie? Yeah, the movie. The movie. Sorry, I'm like locked in. Okay, we need to make some recipes. So let's get rid of some of these bodies. Let's make some sausage. And I think the next recipe I want to do is lasagna. So let's do some lasagna. Hi, how are you, Tito? How's your day? How you doing? Okay, so we need fertilizer for the compost bin. So I might put that first body over there. Then I can make some meatballs. Controlling 2 people is kind of hard. Oh no! I put them in the oh no! I messed up. I put them in the trapdoor instead of the upstairs because I'm so used to putting them in the trapdoor. Oh, I forgot, really. Genuinely, I forgot. Don't know what I was thinking there. I'm doing good. You know, it's a Monday. Case of the Mondays. We were talking about Benito Ball yesterday, which was pretty fun. Mi gente Latino. So that was pretty cool. I had a fun time watching that with my family, so. Bum, 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 bum. I feel like I should have more stuff in the oven, like constantly, but it's a lot. I feel like if I prep more, then I'll be good.
As fast as I can.
We're running out of tomatoes. Maybe I'll make lasagna with this one. We'll do lasagna for this one. I like how no one can see that he's putting the body up there through the doors. It's kind of funny. Okay, fertilize the plants here. Let's put some clothes on the mannequin. Then we can clean up the blood downstairs. And then I think before we end, then we can prep
Now I just wait.
and make lots of lasagna. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna make some steaks actually. I think that's the easiest because steak is just like the meat there, you know?
As I can.
It's a good thing I still can't see anything that's showing me watching 160. You're so funny, Jordan. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, I wanted to play V Rising too. We could do it after I get annoyed of Final Fantasy. I do want to stream until like late in the night anyways because I started late. Your girl is gonna be awake, so I really don't care. Monday Blues. Best halftime show in a while. It was really fun. I like Kendrick's last year. I like Beyonce's and Bruno's. And I also liked Benito's. Bum bum. Repetition. Representation. Let's go. Way in the night. Let's go. Another 9-hour stream. Estás loco. Estás loco. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, snap. Now that's what I call a surprise. I wonder what kind of seeds these are. I found them in a client's pocket. I'll think I plant them in the greenhouse. See what they grow into. I need to remember to fertilize them from time to time. Unfortunately, I don't know how long it will be to take to see what they are, but I'm curious. Okay, Slay. Soy un poco loco. Ay. Can you do a good grito? Do you guys know how to do a grito? I'm free for re-raising if you'd like to have me in a world. Yes! We can continue our world if you want to, Jordan. Un poco loco. You catch me later. Nice to see you, Turtle. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the vibes. You take care. You take care, friend. You take care. Un poco loco. You could do a grito. You do a good grito. Did you know gritos originate from our indigenous roots? When we would celebrate, and it continues on to our Mexican traditional way of celebrating things. We do a little grito like ray. Sometimes it's in our music too. Yeah, we can, Jordan, if you want. No need to voice chat. Yeah, we can voice chat if you want. If you want, I don't mind. I mean, it's just us, but don't you stream Mondays? Why aren't you streaming right now? What are you doing? Why aren't you streaming? Hello? Kupo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, how do I, save? It won't let me save, will it? Okay, I'm gonna open store and then close it. And I think that might work it.